What's up, brother?
Come to the light, Caroline.
Come to the light. You gotta come to the light.
Yes. Let's get the light going.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Parker's Couch. We just wanted to come in here real quick and just talk a little bit of sports with y'all because there's some stuff going on that we talk about
in the NBA. During the NFL season,
we just said we were not going to.
Are we well? Are you well?
We're not well. I don't think people are well because there's a lot going on, and I'm just curious. You know, we talked a little bit about this today, but we didn't really get to like flesh everything out and talk about it. But
some people have jobs.
I know some people work. Hey, I've got a job too.
That's what I'm saying. Us, we have jobs.
Yes. So I want to know what you're thinking. So today we're going to be talking about Doc Rivers and Kevin Durant, and maybe there's a couple other surprises.
We'll see.
But you know what, brother? First of all, I just love you so much.
How much do you love me?
As much as Tim Scott loves Donald Trump.
Oh God! I don't want that kind of love.
Love you.
No, thank you. Oh God!
My gosh, if y'all haven't seen that,
let me see your gums.
Let me see your gums.
And he had the nerve to be right in the center of the shot, gumming.
Right in the
just cheesing them gums, baby.
Cheesing.
Yes, Daddy Trump. I'll lick your butt off for you.
I love you, Daddy Trump.
Whatever you want me to do, I'll do
cut
it.
The man off. He went and cut him off just so he could get to that mic and tell
him. And this fool actually think he gonna have him be his vice president.
That's what. I mean, he got engaged and everything.
Yeah,
little sham engagement. I thought the whole relationship was gonna be off once he pulled out. I was like, oh, you got plans. You got plans. You try to get VP here.
And he won't get it. I'll just kiss it up for nothing.
Haven't people learned? You haven't learned yet that Trump is about Trump.
And especially not no black person. He ain't gonna hire you to be no VP to take over for him if he crow. Okay. You think he gonna have a black person? Y'all black people supporting Trump. Y'all need help.
Y'all need help.
You don't care about y'all.
Y'all gonna make us go the political route. All right.
Oh my God, we do sport.
All right. Well, brother, first of all, I want to start off with Doc Rivers. Well, first of all, according to Yahoo Sports, Doc Rivers is back officially now in the NBA. The Milwaukee Bucks have hired Rivers as their head coach after firing Adrian Griffin 43 games into his tenure. This is from ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski reporting.
The Woj said it. If Woj said it, then it's
going on. Now Rivers is taking over a 30-13 Bucks team. They do have a game on Wednesday night, so I don't know if they're winning right now. That record might be different. But and they were as of before tonight's game, they were 3.5 games back from Boston. Now, when I first looked at this with Griffin being fired, I was like, wait a minute, but they won 30 games and they in second place.
They're the third best record overall in the freaking NBA.
But at the same time, all season, keeping an eye on the Bucks,
they've won ugly.
They have won ugly. They have not. Their defense has been terrible.
And Dame has. Well, that's not his fault. They got rid of the best defensive player.
They did. And Drew Holiday, and doing that. And it seems like there was. I haven't followed closely, but a little bit. You could tell there's friction in the team, and I know Giannis was out saying some things and.
Being glowing, he wasn't very glowing of his coach.
No,
you could tell there was something in the water.
So, do you support this firing? Do you think this was the right move to do?
I don't want to see this man lose his job, but if you already know that you don't have a chance to beat Boston, who's clearly the team you're going to have to beat to get out of the Eastern Conference, and
clearly,
the Nuggets on the West, because the Nuggets are going to win that. Hands down. I don't want to say I support it, but I understand.
I don't support, but I understand.
Right. My only concern is that Doc is going to implement a whole new system, right? So they have like half a season to work the new system. Well, I guess if the old system wasn't working, maybe the new system will.
Yeah. And they've been declining to elaborate even further on this firing. The GM John Horst, and he had this what his comment that he's saying that he insisted that Griffin hadn't lost the locker room before he was fired.
That's a lie.
I was like, okay, but this is not about players' comments. This is not about things said or unsaid. This is my job. This is the organization's job. Hockey. At the top to evaluate every single day all areas of the organization and feel like whether we're getting or not getting the most we can out of that group. If we feel like we can maximize the talent of this group better, we made a change. That's why we made it.
Well, I'm going to tell you, my first inclination that something was wrong was before the season even started and Terry Stotts quit.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
yeah,
this is strange. Like, this is a big hire to be like, I'm the associate head coach.
That's true.
And he quit out of the blue. I'm like, and he was with Milwaukee before.
Yeah.
And he was with Bud, I think, as well. So they got rid of Bud and he still came and decided to leave. I said, something's kind of rocky there. And then this excuse that they made about, well, we want to get a coach that has a proven track record. You didn't know this when you fired Bud?
Yeah.
Like, you knew he was a rookie head coach.
Like, you didn't have to make this hire at the Bud. Yeah, that was like a weird hire.
It was. It was out of left
championship.
I mean, I was happy for Adrian Griffin that he got a chance, and he was with like a legitimate squad. But
it's tough.
This is real hockey. The way he did this is very weird.
I know if I was him, I would have a bitter.
I mean, bring me my money
right now.
No coins. I want all of them.
Pay them.
Yeah.
Pay the man.
No settlement here. I want all my coins in my contract.
But is Doc the answer? Now, I know we both love Doc Rivers. And anybody who loves basketball, like, how can you not love Doc Rivers and know the man knows the game? He is smart. He was
a great player.
Great player. All these things. Like, he is a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
But he hasn't won since 2008.
And he's lost some big games, particularly Game 7s.
Okay. And with the Clippers and the Sixers, he's had these all-star rosters. There have been injuries and things along the way.
Sixers disaster on him, though.
No. But he's failed to advance a team beyond the second round ever since that 2008.
The bad one is that the Hawks made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, to this day, I don't know how that happened. But it happened.
Yeah.
Is Doc the right fit? If I'm making this change right now, who else am I going to go to?
That's true. That's true. Like, this is in a midseason, and John Horst was talking about that, kind of what you was talking about, the challenge of a mid-season kind of firing like this. And on his belief, he says, I believe that there's enough time for them to find an identity, find a rhythm, and continue to grow.
Because we haven't had the All-Star break yet, so
we haven't had that.
It's the chance.
Yeah, it's like the NBA. He said this happens all the time. Stuff for players are used to transitioning and going.
This happens all the time?
I don't know if stuff like this happens all the time.
I think the last time this happened was Blatt with the Cavs, and Tyronn Lue came in.
Oh, yeah.
And they won the chip that year.
Yeah.
But that was different. He was already on the staff, and so nothing really changed, basically, with the scheme, the schematics of it all.
That's true. But
this is going to be a challenge. I'm rooting for Doc. He's a Milwaukee legend. You know, he went to Marquette. And I didn't know until I watched PTI that his numbers retired in the Raptors. I saw Michael Woodbine mention that.
Is it?
Yeah, because he's a big time hero in the Milwaukee area. Yeah, with Marquette.
Oh, wow.
So, but they love him in that area. He's beloved in that area.
Ooh.
So this is like a perfect fit for Doc.
I didn't know that. That just makes the firing even more sad because it brings more relevance to why Doc is there.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I mean, it was a no-brainer to get Doc.
I had no idea about that. Yeah. Okay, that's a no-brainer. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is Kevin Durant. Now, brother, let's talk about the ashy man real quick. So, Phoenix star Kevin Durant.
Come on, BB.
Recently said in an interview with Dwayne Rankin of Arizona Republic that he would be in the GOAT discussion had he not joined the Golden State Warriors. He was asked about it, like, why is he not in this discussion? And he says, because I went to the Warriors. He says, why shouldn't I be in that? That's the question you should ask. Why not? What haven't I done? What hasn't Kevin Durant done?
See, I'm not gonna
to be in this conversation.
Now listen, I'm gonna give Kevin Durant some due. Kevin Durant is a world class scorer. His all around game is second to none.
Yes,
probably the best all around game in the history of basketball. However,
comma.
I just can't get past the fact that you didn't get it done in OKC. I mean, you had ample chances to lead that organization, to be the dog,
the man,
to be the GOAT. You have to be the man.
And then you go to the team that you lose to in a game 7.
That you were leading in that series.
You were leading. Were they up 3-1 in that series?
Or 3-1 or 3-2. Maybe it's 3-1.
Yeah, I think they were up 3-1 in that series.
In the conference finals.
Yeah.
And then you joined the team that beat you the very next
year.
Y'all
were right there.
I mean, I just can't. I can't get over that.
So the answer is yes, because you joined the Warriors. Even though you were the man whenever you joined there, like you did your thing.
Yeah. But it was a ready-made championship.
Before you even went there, they were going to win the championship again, probably. Like, it was just...
Well, I don't know. They got Kevin Durant because LeBron came back on them.
That's true.
And they saw the
That's why LeBron came back. That's true. That's true. They had to do something to combat that.
Yeah. So
that's a fair point.
Draymond was like, listen.
Now, speaking of Draymond, he did weigh in it too. He had some stuff to say about it. And he said Steph didn't get the credit that Steph gets today until 2022.
That's true.
When he led his team to a championship and won Finals MVP.
That's absolutely true.
He said, you got to go do what Steph did to get to that conversation.
Damn, Draymond, she's right on the point with that. I can't. That is the best way to put it.
Yeah, and he says, he says he is a prolific scorer, like everybody says, is one of the greats, if not the greatest scorer that there is. But to be in the GOAT conversation, for me, it just goes beyond scoring. And it goes beyond winning, like, one championship.
Right.
You got to have those championships, but a good number. But you also need some multiple MVPs. I feel like you need to have evidence of elevating teammates in places that you've gone. Like, it's just a bigger conversation.
I think he had a good chance.
He did.
OKC initially.
Remember, it was always like him against LeBron for a little bit, like he was the sneaky person, like who was really better.
I think what really ruined him was Brooklyn. Like, they didn't even make it to the NBA Finals.
That was
like that team. There's no way they should have reached the NBA Finals in the East. If you're in the East,
Now, if but there were some unfortunate things that did happen there with the
I'm not talking about the injuries. I'm talking about before that. They had a chance before that.
They did. Was that the bubble, Tom?
The bubble and the year after the bubble.
And then they did have a shot. They could have did that. But what if he takes Phoenix there?
It's not going to happen.
I said if. This happened. Does that put him?
It raises up. He goes up a notch.
I just don't know how he can pass LeBron.
He can't. At this point, he cannot.
I don't think it's possible.
No.
That's got to hurt your kind of like ego or maybe feelings. I get you. Everybody, you got to have that to feel like you're the greatest. But no, you can't.
LeBron won a title in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I think even Charles Barkley said that's like two titles right there.
And the team that he took to
the championship. To the championship.
But that team was terrible.
Daniel Marshall.
Oh gosh, that team was awful.
And he cooked a great Detroit team.
Yes,
that Detroit team was great.
That Detroit team was very good. But then they got to the Spurs, and yeah, I knew what was going to happen.
Timmy. Come on now.
Was no contest. No contest whatsoever.
That's a dynasty.
KD, you tried. All right, so I saw some news right before we jumped on, and I want to share this with you, brother. I don't know if you saw about Mr. Jim Harbaugh, but guess what?
Chargers.
He agrees to terms with the Chargers.
I saw that trend that he had a contract apparently there, so he agreed to it.
Yes, he agreed to terms with the Los Angeles Chargers, and that's where he is going to be this coming season. He's leaving Michigan.
That's a very smart move because with this playoff, he is not another national title.
Yeah, he got that title in. Got that title in and go.
He's out.
And then, of course, oh gosh, the Who's got it better than us. I don't want to see that.
Everybody.
Can we say that? Everybody has it better. Seeing if something had to deal, like I don't have that in front of me, but we'll figure out what all that stuff is going to be. But he's going to be coaching the Chargers. Is this what they need?
He's a proven winner.
Definitely.
I don't care what they're saying about the Harbaughs. They are proven.
What is it about that Harbaugh chain? They know how to coach.
Yeah, and the players love them. Like you play for them, you buy into it. So I can't get mad at that. Like I don't hate Harbaugh. You know, he coached the Niners for a chance that I just don't forgive him for not putting Randy Moss in on that final play.
Don't even talk about that again.
We have Randy Moss on your squad. I don't care if he's 95 years old.
Don't bother had that one with us.
You got Moss. It's a phrase for a reason.
Okay, for a reason.
However, and comma, I forgive you. But yeah, the Chargers need this.
They need it badly.
Herbert needs this.
Needs a quarterback coach. He needs somebody there to get him.
I just think he's a couple years too late though, because now, like Keenan's old, Williams old.
There's some aging folks.
I don't think they can bring back all these players back. I think they're kind of like in a jam. I don't know what their salary cap is looking like, but he does have an advantage. He did come from college, and he recruited like a lot of guys, and brought a lot of guys in, and watched a lot of film, so he knows which players to draft.
Facts. That's facts. And last but not least, Australian Open, people. I hope y'all are watching.
Coco plays tonight, right?
No, tomorrow. You know, because they need a little bit of time before these.
It's 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it's that.
That's 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That 3:30 a.m. or whatever. So are you gonna wake up?
I may roll over because I'm saying one thing I hate about. I'm gonna have to pee in the middle of the night, and I'm like, oh.
Coco's one thing I hate about the Australian Open. Once you get to these semifinals, they are all 3:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Australia time, got to be there.
Yeah.
But she's playing Sabalenka, who's going to be out for some revenge. And Coco did not look great that last match, but we're going to see. We're going to see what's going to happen.
I did see Zverev beat your boy today.
Yes, Alcaraz went down. Mm-hmm. I was shocked. I was really shocked that it was in not even a 5-setter.
4 sets.
Yeah,
I think
Zverev was on this game.
He blew him out the first 2 sets, and then he had a chance to serve for the third
Alcaraz set. Was he fought back that 3rd set, and you felt all that energy. He smoked him in that tie break. In his first tie break that Zverev has lost this tournament. You just thought it was like gonna you thought it was gonna change. Nope.
He held him.
He held him down. He did that. And Joker is going to play center, who hasn't dropped a set this tournament, and he's been playing really well.
Time.
It might be like he's been emerging.
He's been emerging.
He's been emerging and coming.
I kind of feel like it's going to be a weird winner.
I feel like that.
Zverev is due for one. Honestly,
I feel like that.
So I kind of feel
Zverev against Medvedev and.
So I'm always a Joker guy. I'm always rooting for Joker.
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens.
You know, Joker has been to 10 semifinals.
10.
Won all 10. Went to 10 finals. Won all 10 finals.
He's just an Australian. That's just...
It's ridiculous.
It's like,
that's not the greatest record ever.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But if Joker pulls this off, the conversation we're going to be having going, if like, depending on how this year is, we talk about all these greats with
greatest
age.
athlete ever. He's up there.
He's got the...
I'm sorry, he is up there.
The man, how fit he is, just crazy.
He's not stopping.
I don't understand.
He'll only stop whenever he's like, I think I've had enough.
I don't.
And I don't think that's coming no time soon because he's such an anti. He's like Aaron Rodgers to me.
Yeah.
Like he's an anti guy.
But he's like,
but he's more likable than Aaron.
Yes.
Because
exactly.
he can be humble.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree. But go Coco. Time to get your second. Hopefully we're doing a video praising you this weekend.
We're still gonna praise your girl. But we want to do it with the title though.
All right. Well, like, subscribe, share. You know the drill.
Yes.
And talk to you guys next time.